Question like this, I would recommend drawing out the normal curve, and really for any normal distribution problem, I would draw this out so you can see it. So the mean goes right down the center, and then standard deviation is 12. We'll write those down. And then they tell us 95% of the batteries have a runtime of at least n hours. That means greater than or equal to n. So that means 95% is most of this curve. Remember, the whole thing is 100. So at least n, and that means n is right here. So all this blue shading is the 95, and this, let's make it green, is going to be the rest of the curve, which is 0.05. So inverse normal is what solves this type of problem. If you need to find a value along this axis, you use inverse normal. So the area, for the new calculator users, we can use that 0.95 that's given, and then mean is 98, standard deviation is 12, and then when it asks you for the tail, you say right. And that's because of this direction of the inequality, and because we're shading all of this region to the right of n. And that will tell you the answer. If you've got an older calculator like me, then you actually need to find this this 0.05 by just doing 1 minus 0.95 to get this left tail, because the old calculators can only do left tail calculations. So we go to distributions, inverse norm, and on my calculator I have to do 0.05 for the area, and then 98 for the mean, 12 for the standard deviation, and I get 78.26, or about 78.3, which makes sense because it should be lower than 98. Just to show you a common mistake, if I do inverse normal on the old calculator and I just think I type in the 95%, and then I go 98 and 12, I would get a number way higher than 98, which is like way out here. That's the other tail. That would be this 0.05. So make sure you're finding the right side of the curve by drawing it out, and then you can see if your answer makes sense, if it's higher than the mean or if it's lower.